Hey, it's Ethan Skolnick out with Alfredo Arteaga of 3 yards per carry at the Baptist Health Training Complex, where the Miami Dolphins just conducted their first practice that was open to some of the fans, the season ticket holders here today. We'll go through 3 things that were important today. One actually occurred before the Dolphins even arrived on the field, which was Jack Jones, a cornerback, last of the Raiders, signing with the Dolphins. I know that you were okay with this move. Does this solve their cornerback situation?
No, because they have new issues now with Kaderko limping off, and one media member spotted him trying to walk it off, but it's never a good idea when they leave the field and they hit a left turn into the Baptist Health facility instead of the locker room. So that's something worth monitoring. Other than that, kind of a good day for the defensive backs today.
Jack Jones, what does he bring? I know there's some history there, a little bit of trouble in the background, but as a player, can he be one of their top 2 boundary corners? Can they have success?
The talent has always been there, and it's always a good sign when the New England Patriots draft you as a cornerback. They've had their own issues drafting other positions, but they tend to really find these guys. He's really good in short man areas. He's really good carrying guys to the mid zone, so he's a good man-to-man corner. His issue has been, well, kind of a knucklehead. Tried to carry a gun onto a plane. TSA stopped him. 2 suspensions for conduct detrimental to the team in New England. Then New England finally had enough and traded him to the Raiders, and then here we are today.
All right, let's get to one other off-the-field issue, and then we'll get to the stuff that happened today. Minkah Fitzpatrick, who has not spoken to the media yet, and I think it's going to be a little bit longer now. He has signed with Drew Rosenhaus. He signed Drew Rosenhaus as agent. Of course, Drew, very familiar to Dolphins fans, still has a ton of Dolphins clients, has for 30 years, and he wants a new deal. That's the report today. Omar Kelly, I think, had that out here first. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? It seems like when guys sign with Drew, they ultimately get something done, but we haven't even really seen him back on the field for the Dolphins yet, other than obviously in these practices, and he's already asking for a new contract. How do you view this?
Well, you can look at it 2 ways, okay? Last year, Jalen Ramsey wanted a new deal, and for all intents and purposes, he faked an injury for about 4 or 5 days until he got it. In this case, Minkah Fitzpatrick is actually practicing fully every single day, and actually made a very, very nice play today on a deep interception, deep post by Zach Wilson. Very layered play, very intricate play. If you watch it, I'm pretty sure a fan has it somewhere now on Twitter. If you watch it, pretty impressive play by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So that's the good news. The bad news, of course, is that they're going to get back into the expensive defensive back business. So, but, you know, you could spend your money in worse places.
All right, and finally on today's practices, a couple things that jumped out. Quinn Ewers, and I can't pronounce the name correctly, seems to throw a decent ball. Looked a little bit better out there to me than Skylar Thompson has looked in some of these practices. I know you were not a huge fan of that 7th round pick, but do you like it a little better now?
Very layered throws. Like, look, Quinn Ewers is never going to impress you in a warm-up situation. That's for Zach Wilson and for Tua Tagovailoa to do. Like, they're going to show perfect ball placement. Quinn Ewers is not that. But in game situations, he's shown all camp that he's able to make plays. And I think it makes that first preseason game against the Chicago Bears very, very interesting for Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers, because they're going to have some talent at the wide receiver position for that first game. So I think it's going to be an even playing field for both guys, and let's see if maybe there is a new QB2, and maybe it is a real competition.
What everybody always wants to know is how the QB1 looked. I thought he looked just fine today. Made a couple of nice throws. So Tua looks like he's on schedule and on point at this stage. For Alfredo Arteaga, make sure to check out his daily camp reports on the 3 yards per carry feed. Also subscribe to OnlyFins. If you're a Heat fan, you know that is OnlyFins is the other version on Discord. You can also subscribe for Heat content off the floor. Have a good day, everybody.